And you're welcome back. So it's time for SME, and today I'm very excited to be joined by Precious Odiase. She's a graduate of the University and also moved to further her education in 2015 at the University of Essex in computer networks. She's got a master's in that and also securities as well. Today, she's thrown all of that out the window. No, she hasn't actually. But she became the CEO of fashion brand Thamanibyyaya that caters to the modern day woman. She joins us now. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Nice, grand. Now, I can see that you're also wearing you.
Yes, I am.
That's fantastic. I wanted to touch on this thing. Yeah, you went all the way to Essex, studied computer securities, I think.
Yes, security.
And then you just tossed it out the window, came back here, and then started a clothing line, Thamanibyyaya.
Yeah.
So yeah, all that knowledge from the Fonko.
Well, I still feel like I'm still going to, at some point, make use of my certificates and my skills in computer engineering. And also, I feel like there's already a blend between IT and fashion somewhere.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so as the world evolves, definitely both my IT skills and my business in fashion would definitely have emerged somewhere.
Let's talk about that business in fashion. Now, do you actively put together these material, these clothes, these products yourself?
Yes, from conception to actualization, everything.
Nice. So that must mean you're a very artsy person if you are conceiving these ideas and then making them manifest in your fashion.
Yes.
Where did that talent come from?
Okay, so I've always had a flair for business, and I dabbled in a lot of business at a very young age. And then,
you must have been 5 because you're still young.
When I went for my master's, funny enough, that was when I realized I had a thing for fashion, because a lot of friends kept seeing me doodle during class, and I was illustrating, sketching, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're really good at this." And I'm like, "I am?" You're like, "Yeah, you really, this comes naturally, to you." And I remember on my birthday then, they all came together and got like a whole set of, fashion things and Copic markers and stuff. And they're like, "Oh, give it a shot, try, just go out." And I'm like, I do this effortlessly. I don't even need to stress myself. I just see someone and I'm like, I know what will sit well on your body. Nice. And, from there I start, running after that part of my passion, went to fashion school. And well,
so you also did go to fashion school as well?
While I was still doing my IT, I just had to see how I could, push.
How much time did you have to sleep? Not much, I can guess. But you noted something. I just noted something from what you said, that you discovered the fact that you were good at illustrating.
Yeah.
And that drove you to perhaps maybe explore that other side of you, even while you were still reading for another course.
Yes.
There are many people out there who perhaps are like you, but haven't really invented that part of, or explored that part of their abilities or their skills. But you have used it and you're translating it to money right now, which is very interesting. Now, you did go to fashion school, so you would advise people to actually get training, wouldn't you?
Yes, actually, yes. I always had this what's the word? I have this theory that whenever you have a spare time, learn a skill. Yeah. Yeah. So for me, that was the next skill to learn. And then while I was advancing in that, training process, I realized this is something I actually want to do. So, if someone actually has that passion for fashion, and you feel like, oh, this is something that would sit well with you, I would advise you actually go for training, because in that training process, you would know if it's something that is so tasking that you can't sit, that you can't continue, or something you just do as a hobby. Yeah. So I mean, separate hobby from business, yes. So yes.
Thamanibyyaya, you've been around for how long now?
I started, while I was still working, like in 2008. So yeah, about
2008.
18 rather. 18. Sorry, 18.
Oh wow, you almost scared me then. What are you, a vampire?
Sorry, so 2018, about 5 years now. Yeah.
5 years, and it's doing good. So you will say that you're making money from it. That's keeping you up.
Yes.
Do you offer training to people who want to be like you?
Well, we don't have like a proper training school. However, I have this a way of giving back to the society by allowing people come into my space, and then for as long as you want to learn, without having to pay me, you can sit with us and learn for as long as you get your skill.
Right. So you said we, and then you say sit with us. So you have a group of people who help you put together these products.
I have a team.
What's the size of this team?
Right now, I have about 10 to 20 staff.
Wow.
Right? So
5 years, 20 staff.
yeah. So because we're expanding, right? So I mean, we just started a new production house, so it's more like we're just moving. Yeah.
So as a fashion designer, someone who's risen from being an illustrator to where you are now, and then you're also expanding. How would you say that you were able to achieve that, and how do you manage networking and getting your products out there for people to see so that they could come back or even refer?
Okay, so let me start with how I'm consistent first. I mean,
Consistent, yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I already made up my mind that this was what I weighed my option before I went into a full-time. So I knew that this was something I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And I mean, there's been ups and downs. The industry, the country, the economy.
I know.
So you actually just have to keep thinking one step ahead.
Evolving.
Evolving, yeah. So as the economy evolves, you adjust your business to sit well, and that way you're not shutting down, you're not losing money, you're not losing staff and stuff like that. Yeah. What's the next question?
Oh, okay. I was asking how you've been able to network and push out your product out there to
Networking. People need to see that, one, you're good at what you do. So that means your pieces have to reflect your brand.
Nice.
Right? So every piece I tell people that one dress you do brings about 7 different clients. And so if you have one good dress on a client, that client is networking your dress because a dress speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know, so we necessarily don't have to make mouth about our brand. We let the clothes do the talking.
Nice.
And that way we put every effort into our brand, into our dresses, to ensure that when someone wears that dress out there, the dress speaks for itself. So we've grown a lot based on referrals.
Okay.
And word of mouth is one of the best ways to grow, you know.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so once we put that piece out there and say, oh my God, you look so beautiful. Who made your dress for you? And they're like, oh, this is the brand, you know. It brings one person, oh my God, like that. And it just keeps going. It just keeps repeating. So yeah, ensuring that you are almost, or if not almost, a perfectionist.
Yeah.
The skill has to be perfect. No one wants to associate themselves with a brand that is less than perfect. And every woman's body has a perfect dress for her body. So it means that you need to sit back, look at your clients, and find the perfect dress for her body. So you can't just stick to one design
One size
for every.
fits all.
Exactly. It's not possible in fashion designing. You need to ensure that you vibe with your customer. So there are customers who will say, oh, I can't wear this, oh, I don't want to do. So you need to ensure you understand the customer's needs and wants, and then translate it into illustrations that will sit in there.
We're taking a look here. I can see some of your work here. Oh, that is so glittery. Do you put the rubies on them yourself?
Yes, we do.
All of that?
Yeah.
How long does that take?
It could day and night for like a week, 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness, that is so much work. Well, that's what makes it unique. Now, when it comes to branding, what makes you different from the regular person down the street? Yeah, but that sews for my mother and has been sewing for the past 20 years. And now that my wife wants to sew, I say, go and meet her. What makes you different?
Okay, so I would say, first of all, we cater for every woman. I mean, we're not just for a particular body type or a particular age group. We want to follow the woman from whenever we meet her, down to whenever she leaves this
So
world.
you're also advising as you go as well. You're not just saying what do you want to sew.
Exactly.
You're saying, hey, this would be great for you.
Exactly, also, exactly. So, I mean, I've had clients who started with us from when they were in uni. They're married now with kids, and we just follow the process of...
We
evolve. So it's not just a brand for one. Again, my brand is unique because it sits well with every woman.
Let's take a sample. You're wearing Thamanibbyaya
Yes, I am.
right now.
Yes.
Very nice, very beautiful, nicely put together. Now, how would you define this woman who's wearing this piece right now?
Okay, so someone who's a bit casual, not too corporate. I want to look a bit playful. I don't want to look too serious, and I just want to give a vibe that I'm welcoming and open to everyone. So yeah, so if you're going into a space like a casual lunch with your friends or a casual date or
TV.
a TV show, yeah, so you just put on something simple and a bit playful. The ruffles gives it that, you know, playful move.
It does actually.
Yeah, and then the fitted top also helps with your body, accentuates your body a little bit. So.
Well, it is beautiful, and it is as you say, actually, and I think it's something to be admired.
Thank
That's
you.
beautiful. So now that you are where you are, staff of 20, been here for 5 years, Thamanibyyaya, what about the next couple of years? What are you looking toward doing, and how much is that going to cost you, just in case somebody is out there? And maybe not exactly how much, but what exactly will it cost you to expand?
Okay, so
Tough
one
question,
of the things, it's really a very beautiful question, because one of the things, I sat down last year and I said, one of the things I've seen designers struggle with is sustaining a brand in Nigeria, because they have to put up with tailors, put up with the running costs, overhead costs. The country is increasing, and And I said, what's the best way to actually resolve this solution? So one of the things we did this year was to actually open our own production company.
Nice.
Where we produce for other brands. So we're trying to reduce the way we import a lot of dresses into Nigeria, and also reduce the stress from other designers. So not just catering for women who want to wear dresses, but also people who actually want to go into fashion designing, and they can't put up with the running a production firm, having to rent a place.
Nice.
We just,
take all of that load off of you.
Yeah, because we're skilled at what we do. So we just feel like this is something that we can. So yeah, we just launched our own production house right here in Lagos. And yeah, so we believe that we can expand African brands into countries, right? We push Nigeria, push a lot of our wares, our Ankaras, our Adiras into...
Well, Ms. Odiase, I must say that you are not just a great designer, you're also a very intelligent one, and I can see that in the processes that you're taking to expansion as well as everything else. And you should teach me how to illustrate. I do think that I will be good at it, so please, I'll be coming for lessons. I've begged of you. It's grand having you here, but tell you what, is there space in that dress? Because we want to stuff you filled with stuff in our kitchen. I don't know, I hope it's not going to pop or anything, but come on over already.